it. Now we have people in their 50s, so most of our patients are in their 50s. There's just been a build-up of dead people. Yeah, there are burials about every 30 minutes.
Today, NCAA President Mark Emmert and the Board of Governors canceled the Division I men and women's 2020 basketball tournaments, as well as the remaining of all winter and spring NCAA championships. This decision is based on the evolving COVID-19 public health threat, our ability to ensure the events do not contribute to the spread of the pandemic, and the impracticality of hosting such events at any time during this academic year, given ongoing decisions by other entities.
I think it's a very serious issue, like a whole global, I guess. Should I look in the camera? I don't know if I should look in the camera. Okay. No, but I really do think it's like a whole global issue. And I mean, there's parts of it that I think that really suck. Track season taken away, but that's so small in comparison to how it's affecting other people's lives. Like, some people can't go to work, and that's their means of an income, and they can't get groceries. If they have kids, can't feed their kids. Kids can't go to school. It's just all this cascading stuff. So yeah, and online classes suck. It's not the same. I'd rather go sit in a classroom than take online class. But hopefully it all gets figured out soon. It's kind of scary, thinking about how much it can impact people, and you literally just don't know where it is. So.
Very soon after, you see a move towards pulling people out of the stadiums. We're going to play with no crowds. And then that eventually led to our cancellation.
How do you feel Corona has affected your day-to-day life the most?
Every aspect of it. I usually have lots of students in my office, and you guys, I think, are the first ones who have been in here for 3 days. So that's huge. We've transitioned everything to online tutoring, online everything. And I mean, I was supposed to leave this morning to go to Georgia for swimming, diving, and NCAAs, and I'm not going anywhere anymore. None of my teams are competing. I can't go to practice. I can't do anything. And even meetings with coaches, I'm not seeing them anymore either. We're just sending them emails and updating through text. So every part of my day-to-day at work is changing. We're just kind of planning for an unknown eventuality. We know that for the rest of the semester, it's pretty much going to be like this.
Around the world, communities are taking drastic measures to curtail the spread of coronavirus. For many colleges and universities, that means canceling events and classes, closing dorms, and dramatically disrupting the lives of students and faculty.
So the day we got the call, the day they shut everything down, it was a Tuesday afternoon. The Tuesday workout. Tuesdays are our hard days, and it was sprinkling. Wasn't really that warm out there. It's maybe 40 degrees outside. And I'm doing my 400 hurdle workouts, and I get to my first set, and coach gets an email from the head coach, forwarded from the NCAA. And she read the email out, and I'm like, so what does that mean? And then she waves her hand like this. She was like, come on, y'all. She was like, it's over. She was like, put your stuff up, you guys. And I just remember walking back over to pick up my water bottle and get my blocks, and I was just almost in tears. It just felt like somebody had punched me so hard in the stomach, because I didn't have a good indoor season, and outdoor is like my baby. Like I've always ran outdoor. Like even in high school, it always was outdoor. Indoor was never really popular in Alabama, for real. Not for my school. So I never really ran it. So a week before we were supposed to be going to Arizona, that was our first track meet outdoor. We got a call saying that everything was over.
Like, how did it go?
I forgot the day, but I know we were traveling to Alabama for SEC weekend, and then we made it to the Chicago airport, and then that's when our coach told us that everything's getting canceled. We got to ride the bus from Chicago all the way back to Missouri, so that was kind of tough.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And we spent like 4-5 hours in the airport in Chicago, because we had to find a bus that would be able to drive us back from there to Chicago. To Missouri.
How's it like affected you and then the team?
It drifted us apart. Like, we don't really see each other anymore. We still connect like on PS4 on the games. We Zoom calls with our coaches and stuff like that. But everybody's back home in their own states. Nobody's really left in Columbia.
Do you still do you have access to facilities, or like y'all shut down?
We're shut down, so I'm working on in my garage.
Your garage?
You said what? Yeah, my garage.
What you be doing in your garage?
I got some dumbbells. I got like a little bench thing set up. And I got a tee too, so I'll be swinging off the tee. And my little net, stuff like that. Social distancing.
I thought we were just going to cancel practice for like a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you guys would go on with school and all that, and then we just start back up again. So 2 weeks is about that 14-day period. I know some people were talking about a 14-day window of how long the virus stays with you. So I thought that's what we were going to do. And then it's like every hour it seemed like it had changed.
Yeah.
So then school got canceled. You guys some were going to stay and train, and then our facilities were getting shut down entirely. And then it was like the MATSE was going to stay open, but everything else was like done. And at that point, it was like so heartbreaking, because we had gotten to such a great place in our training. We were so fit, we were so ready. And outdoor, like I could not wait, because I knew we were going to do something special. And it's just like, not anymore. Like everything was just done. Like it's just done. And it's not anybody's fault. It's not like there's a place you can place blame. It just happened. So I was actually a little bit, first I was devastated, then I think I rolled into like a depression of confusion, because I didn't know what we were doing. And it's like, how to keep you guys motivated, keep doing workouts. Like I was going back and forth between maybe they shouldn't do anything, we should just all stop. But then it's like, well, if you can actually get out and do something, you should do something, but we should carry the season longer. It was crazy.
Yeah.
NCAA had put up all these rules and regulations for the coronavirus, which basically said that we couldn't practice, we couldn't lift, we couldn't congregate in our athletic facilities. They closed everything. They were changing the locks, the keypads, our locker room. Basically, we got an eviction notice, pretty much all within 24 hours. People were at nationals, like our teammates came back and they just looked so crushed.
Is there any like new news on anything?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, because we're in this point where we keep setting these deadlines. So like we started with, I think there was supposed to be something like April 12th or whatever.
I think it was April 15th.
Was it the 15th?
Yeah.
And we were supposed to revisit and reassess, and then
I feel like that was way too soon.
Yeah, I think we set that just not in terms of anything was going to change, but in terms of just so people had something, you know, something to kind of look forward to. And then the end of the month came, and, you know, because then it got moved by the president to like April 30th. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. And I think even now as we near that, I don't think anything's going to change. So on our side of things, like Brian, my husband, he has all these meetings weekly. And in fact, I think the ADs, they might still be meeting every day to talk to Sankey, our sports commissioner, you know, the SEC commissioner. So, and he's trying to give them updates. But the reality is they're kind of watching what the professionals are doing and then kind of basing their ideas off of that. Like, you know, if the NBA starts up again with practice and they do it in a way and it looks like it's okay, then we could start back with practice. You know, and if the NFL starts back with practice, it will, you know what I'm saying? So we're kind of following them. But the reality is, that's professionals. That's not NCAA, and that's not what our governor is saying. So we're kind of under different guises. You know, we have different rules and regulations we got to follow, and that's going to make it tough. So I know those discussions are happening from track staff and like just being financially prudent with our budget, because right now the university is just burning through money because there's nothing coming in. It's only money going out. And basketball and football are big sports that make all that money. So if they don't play, then it's like all these budget cuts are coming down the line. So that's kind of where we are now, is like looking at, well, if we have to reduce our budget, you know, so we can survive, so the sport can still exist, what does that look like? And there's those discussions. And I know on campus there's discussions of salaries are being cut by 10%, 20%. Some people are getting fired. Like, yeah, it's crazy. And what seems like, you know, everybody's saying stay safe. It's like, how do you stay employed? You know? It's like some people are living from paycheck to paycheck and there isn't a paycheck. So then what are you doing? Like, that's the scary part for me. You know, we're in an okay spot for now, but I just think about people that aren't. Like, what are you going to do? And if this thing goes longer, we won't be in an okay spot.